Oh, that's hot. That's hot.
Latte. Another one, yeah. We're gonna just have to go until it breaks. Until it decides to run out of space. Now, I ain't saying she a gold digger. I'm saying she's a narcissistic sociopath. Welcome back to this. Whatever this is. I still don't know what it is. My name's Jaden. And this is our topic of discussion here. It's too glowy. There's this documentary slash, like, animated slideshow slash dramatized slideshow. I don't know what to call this. Point is, Patrick CC, or Patrick closed captioning, or Patrick, there's another official slang word for CC. I completely forgot it. Patrick Cock. He makes these documentaries, and boy, does he make good money. 1.6 million subscribers, nearly 400 videos, and he releases a video every, like, week. Dude, good job, man. And we're gonna watch
Jada Pinkett Smith were
a documentary about Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. She looks like, you see the movie I Am Legend? She looks kind of like the,
I got into an entanglement with August.
Maybe that was the inspiration for that. See, we haven't even started and it's already become a roast battle, right? It's already over for you, Smiths. No, that's fine. These are rich and famous people. You really shouldn't shed much sympathy for them, and we shall not. Instead, we're just gonna roast and have a good wee bit of a goof. I guess context, right? We'll just go until it breaks. I'm learning more on how the iPhone works. Don't buy Apple products. They're gouged, and the brand is what increases the value of the... That's not what we're talking about. I am very familiar with Will Smith. Seen, like, all of his movies. Goddamn. And he's good. A good actor. Person-wise, he's like a teenager on the inside, and he doesn't know how to understand his emotions properly, and he doesn't know how to react to them accordingly. I mean, hell, just sort of, I guess, an industry, like well-known industry, just fact or something, or just a rumor or whatever the word is for that his wife is kind of narcissistic. Sociopathic might be a push, right? Because, I mean, anyone could seem like a sociopath while in the limelight, right? Or any narcissist who has all this money and has all this reaffirmation that would play into their narcissism would probably also come off as a sociopath. But my opinion may change after this, but it seems as if this person isn't that. They're just the other thing, which is not as bad. Depending on who you're, well, maybe not for this guy, not for the Smith, the slapper. To keep my wife's name out your mouth. The I am the legend. The I am the robot. He's just a guy who's pursuing happiness, and he's trying to recover from all those concussions, and now he just sees himself as a man in black. He's got a lot of movies. Like, all of them have made over $100 million. So you've probably heard of this guy. He was in West Philadelphia, born and raised. He spent most of his days on the playground, shooting basketball outside the school. And then a bunch of guys, they just came up. They started a bunch of trouble in his neighborhood, and then he got a concussion. I don't know what I have problems. Is this stand-up? Is this comedy? Alrighty. I guess we can just jump right into it, right? I mean, I imagine the documentary's going to give us all the context we need, so I probably don't need to... I don't need to gotta do that.
Will and Jada Pinkett Smith were long romanticized in Hollywood as the perfect couple. They proved that it's possible for two people to be incredibly successful A-list celebrities and raise a stable family who all love each other. We now know that was all a lie.
Was that a thing? I do this all the time. Pause it immediately. It's only been 14 seconds. Is that a thing? I mean, it being framed that way kind of makes it seem as if sort of like that's just an accepted thing, right? Like families with all sorts of wealth and influence are intrinsically dysfunctional. If that's the standard we're establishing, which that's not specific to wealthy families. And why would people think that? I mean, what's the difference between this family and any other family? The only difference is that people know this family and they make lots of money. That's it. Every other family, I mean, like, it's pick your poison. You speak to anyone, they have all sorts of familial related nonsense that they got to deal with, right? But of course, you know, we're gonna give these guys our attention and act as if, you know, these guys are worthy of said attention just because of their stature in the social hierarchy. Yeah, it's just content. I can't just. There's nothing wrong with your documentary, Patrick. I like your documentaries. They are interesting, and it is inspiring to see how much money you make off of this. It's not quite a faceless channel. It's sort of just a. I don't even know what you call this, because he does show his face here and there. But all right, so it was a lie. Not sure who told us that it was the perfect thing, that any family could be the perfect. Like, what does that mean? People kind of just build these imaginary ideas towards how the world works, and then when something sort of expectedly subverts it, there's like, whoa. I mean, sure. Like, there's the statement I made, and it's not reaffirmed right here, even though all you got to do is just glance anywhere else, and you'll see that it's, you know, disqualified, that statement, right? But, and yes, I can say I did it. Like, that's how let's just go along with this, right? The Smiths kind of try to present themselves as such, from my understanding. The perfect family, or whatever. But they'll probably even say it verbatim, but, okay, let's just say that's where that came from, because it's clearly some tabloid crap, like some media stuff that are framing it this way, if that's how people have received it. Because that's just any family, whether or not they're rich or famous.
Who look like the perfect family, while it was an utter mess on the inside. And over the past few years, all of their deepest secrets have been revealed to the entire world. Once you hear the full story, your opinions of Will and Jada might change.
Might change any more than, I mean, there's one thing I can think of in particular that changed my opinion. Almost single. I mean, granted, I didn't really care beforehand. I didn't really care too much after. It was sort of just like, I don't care, and then I dislike after he assaulted someone because he had his little delicate feelings hurt. 6'2", you know, $100 million back-to-back net worth. Known all around the world, attractive, you know, in shape, and you can't handle a joke about your dumb wife. About your, because yes, the stuff I've heard, yes, that does make this person dumb, and both kind of dumb and shitty, more shitty than dumb. We're gonna see what made him so wild west. We're gonna see where this shark tale brings us. We're gonna see. I don't know. I'll stop.
Because we are going to dive deep and look at every detail that built up to one of the most catastrophic, confusing, and preventable marriages of all time.
I understand why you're saying it like that, Patrick, but come on, it's really not that big of a deal. It's just random people who have lots of money. But I know the severity, right? You gotta use these words to emphasize to make it seem more dramatic. But screw these people, you know?
Starting with the fact that Jada didn't want to be with Will in the first place. In 1994, Will Smith was married to his now ex-wife, Cherie Zampino. They also had a 2-year-old son named Trey. But Will was spending a lot of time with actress Jada Pinkett despite having a wife and baby at home. Jada auditioned for a role in season 5 of The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which was arguably the most influential and popular 90s sitcom in history. The New York Times said The Fresh Prince had put rap into the mainstream. Every week, nearly 20 million viewers tuned in to see Smith and the Banks family, with a quarter of the national television audience watching at its peak.
Okay. Because I guess he moved on from that, because that is an interesting little thing. You're married with a kid, and you're hanging out non-platonically with another person you're very attracted to. I mean, not to say that that's impossible, that you can't make that work. I mean, in my personal experience, that setup didn't work, but not for that reason. It seems plausible if, you know, the people are emotionally intelligent enough and have enough respect, at least for the thing that they've obligated themselves to, right? My setup is terrible. My God. It took me like 15 minutes to figure out. I don't even remember where I was. I got the apparel. We're back, although the pants are different. Oshasimasu. Fried rice in it. Kyo. I figured back. and I got it, and I did the thing. So now, I was going through all the footage before, and it was like 20 minutes worth of material. And I'm about 1:30 into this video. Organization problems, scrubbing problems, location problems. Look at this. It's the domain where all that is righteous and gnarly takes place. Cure. I had no idea what I was talking about before. I was too busy focused on figuring out where I was that I don't know what I was talking about. Something about love and true love not being real, or true love. Actually, yeah. Love at first sight. That's what I was referring to. That's not real. True love. Like, what even is that? Is love true if you feel intense emotions? I mean, isn't that what love is? It's not about depth or connection or substance. It's sort of just, you find someone who makes you feel super emotional. Is that true love? Is there a true heroin? Is there true crack? What's fake crack? Is it fentanyl? I guess, yeah, in that context, because love is just a drug. It's an ingrained opiate, and no one knows how to use. I can't sit here and be like, oh, you guys, peasants, idiots, don't know what they're doing. I don't know what I'm doing with this, right? But I think I have a better idea. Doesn't matter who you're talking to about this, they failed when it comes to this type of thing. And it's funny to watch it on a public forum. You gotta see more of my torso, I feel like. I feel like if I leave the torso out, then it's like, what are we even doing here? In West Philadelphia, born and raised. On the playground is where I divorced my first wife. Because I thought Jada was so much hotter. She was number 10. The other one was a 9. I was gonna continue with that, but I should refine my Fresh Prince freestyling abilities so I could smack some people at a awards ceremony. That's what that amounted to. I feel like that was. He pictured that in his head, and he's like, you know, my name's Will Smith, and I want to do that. I want a Fresh Prince and then pimp slap. What am I?
Jada auditioned to be Will's girlfriend, Lisa, and came close to booking the role but didn't because producers thought Jada looked too short when sharing the screen with Will. The role ultimately went to Nia Long, who was just 2 inches taller than Jada. Will tried to approach Jada to console her. She shrugged him off, but he says it was love at first sight. The two say Will did not have an affair, but Will was head over heels for another woman that wasn't his wife. We sat down at the Baked Potato and talked. There was a really unique, beautiful power. We had that moment.
At the Baked Potato. That's what I meant by my setup. So I should probably have like a research station right here, right? If we learned anything from Brian, if you're gonna you should both have a laptop and you should use it. I should probably set up. Things move around. There's people squat here. I'm kidding, but it's as if that's the case, right? The chair's not there anymore. It's actually, the chair's behind the door this time. See, you got fooled. Here you are, watching this video thinking that there was a chair over in there, but actually it moved. So, you got flummoxed. You got poltergeisted. You got poltergotten. I'm actually legitimately debating, should I just run and go get my laptop? Instead, we'll replace it with a brown chair. We'll replace the white. We're gonna replace the Anglo-Saxon chair with a melanin-rich chair. Where should we put it? What's like a funny visual? Every time I have to research, right? I'll do it over here. That's dumb. And that's low on battery as well. Is this what is this what organized looks like? That's organized. What's the Baked Potato? It's a jazz club in Studio City, California. Cool. Now we know that. So, they were at the Baked Potato, and there was just a really unique, beautiful power. We just had that moment, we connected, but I was married. Oh no! It's trouble in the wild, wild west. Hold on, like, this is a crazy I just realized there's no point in this chair being here. I'm gonna keep it there. You're a rich person and you're having trouble choosing which partner. You're in a position of immense optionality and you're having trouble choosing? Oh man. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. That's rough, dude. Damn. Fuck. I don't know, man. Given the struggles you've been through, slapping's on the table. On the red table. How can it not be on the red table? Yes, your childhood sucked, right? But so did a lot of other people, and they never found immense unbelievable amounts of success. So again, another person who doesn't deserve sympathy. Hey!